What's up again, guys? Another episode of the Dirty Trucker. We just stopped by the shop, give it one of them old 60-mile-an-hour wash jobs in between loads. We're gonna head up to Little Rock, see if we can't find us some coils and take them down to Georgia. And then I don't know what we're gonna do out of there. Pick up a tractor, or there ain't no telling. Anyway, we fix to jump the truck, get gone. Let's go. Okay, definitely not getting any hurry today. It looks like it may be a minute on this deal. Coming here to pick up skidded coils, and they're not skidded. And they're supposed to be skidded. There's 11 of them, so I don't, and they're wanting to load them suicide, so I don't have enough boards, racks, or nothing, chains, nothing to haul 11 coils suicide. So they are going to skid them, and they don't look like they're going to get in any hurry, so this don't look like it's going to be a fun deal. Stay tuned. Here at the trucking mat here up in Little Rock. Been there and listen to all the super truckers talk all that super trucker crap. Gonna give these tires a bump. Look like they could use one. I could probably use one too. Ooh. Now I got a flat spot on that tire right there. That's probably where my vibration's coming from right there. That flat spot. Holy crap. I don't know what the heck happened there, but anyway, I don't know. We'll check it out. Alright. Get this lit up beast on down the road here. Alright. Let's ride, guys. Alright, I wanted to give everybody a little POV. Maybe you don't know what's going on out here in the trucking world, or maybe you do, or maybe you just don't go to places that are heavily traveled as an I-40 in between Memphis and Little Rock. But if you notice, we have not stopped meeting trucks. Not one. I mean, like, we're fixing to go over this bridge, and the reason I chose this spot right here because those rest areas are full, but like, we'll be able to look over this bridge right here. And this is the bridge where I picked that crap up the other day on the train cars. But we'll be able to look and just look at the traffic. And ever since I left Little Rock, it hadn't stopped. It has not stopped one lick. I got through getting my shower, and Truck and Matt don't have any food, so I couldn't find nothing to eat at that exit. Couldn't get in anywhere. Went to the next exit, same thing. Couldn't get in anywhere. Guys, this, I don't know. I mean, like, there is, I haven't seen this many trucks on I-40 at night, and I couldn't tell you how long. But it is an absolute mess. Every exit is a mess. Through that, man, I'll tell you, it was a heck of a night last night. I got loaded, of course, I got loaded late. Some of that you might not see because my GoPro decided it would need to format the SD card right in the middle of, I don't know, I mean, it's needed to reformat is what it said. So once it decided to do that, I lost everything I had for about 3 or 4 videos. Regardless, here we are today. Last night I left, I went over to the truck mat over there and took a shower. And I'm paying for my shower. I got this super trucker guy, you know those super trucker guys, the ones that had the fancy Crocodile Dundee hat they bought down there at Petro, and have one of them shirts with a wolf on it that says Lone Wolf on it. You know, one of those kind of guys. This guy looked like he's probably about 28 or 30. He was talking all that super trucker crap. I was paying for my shower, and he was like, he told the lady, he's like, you need to ask for a $400 tip on there. So anyway, I was like, I didn't even, you don't make eye contact with those kind of guys, you know what I mean? You're just like, okay, I'm going to ignore this guy. Kind of like a stray dog, maybe to go away. So I didn't turn around, but I said, yeah, probably wouldn't go through for it to happen like that. He said, oh, you must be a Swift driver. I was like, yeah. I turned around and looked at him dead in the eyes. I said, yeah, I may be.
Oh, not that.
And I went on about my business, but as I'm in the shower, it's kind of small in there in the trucker mat, and you can hear everything outside the shower. I hear him talking about this bus crash between West Memphis and Little Rock that happened earlier that day. They had 40 shut down and blah 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 blah. And he was talking about how the school bus blew out a steer tire and the driver must have slammed on the brakes, and how it killed like every kid on board and everything. You know how truck drivers, they love to over dramatize slow it down, you know. And I mean, I get what he's saying. I've heard that crap before. You know, until you're faced with a blowout, I mean, on the steer, you don't know what you're going to do in that situation. So anyway, Mr. Super Trucker's in there telling everything about the school bus crash, and I finally just like, I don't know, you know, I was taking care of the third S, and I just finally said, will you shut up? And I don't know if he heard me or not, but anyway, I just kind of, I was like, man, I had enough of listening to Super Trucker crap, because I'm 44 years old, and I have listened to that crap all my life. I've heard it ever since I was a little bitty boy, and you can't tell me a Super Trucker story I ain't never heard. I mean, don't even come at me with that crap, you know. I mean, just, I'm sick of it. Anyway, Mr. Super Trucker goes on to talk about the bus crash or whatever, and I don't think much about it. So I get out of the shower, get my truck and everything, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go to the fuel island, I'm gonna wipe my truck down, I'm gonna wipe my wheels, juice my tire, check my oil, pull the hood over, let him see his chrome valve covers, wipe my floor mats out. You know, I'm just gonna go Super Trucker on him. I'm gonna trump this idiot, is what I'm thinking. So anyway, you know, he was in there, you know, when I come in there, he was talking about how he was waiting on his check for a broker to come through at 9:30 last night, so he said, when I get it, I'm fixing to buy some shifter accessories. I'm like, man, come on. I figured you're gonna buy one of them 10-foot extensions to put on his shifter so he'd be cool or whatever. And sure enough, as I'm out there on the fuel island, there he is out there bringing his 37-inch shifter extension out to his truck. But yeah, I was thinking to myself when he was saying all that, I'm like, this guy right here, if he's waiting on a check from a broker to get some crap for his truck, he needs to not get crap for his truck. But hey, not my money, none of my business. You can operate how you want to. So anyway, get in the truck, and I'm thinking, you know, Truck Man ain't got nothing but like, I don't even think they have any hot dogs anymore, so I'm like, crap. So I thought, well, I'll run over to the pilot, I'll just pull through on the fuel island, you know, it's 10:39, ain't nobody gonna be over there. I'll just pull through, go get Subway or Pizza Hut Express. I look over there, I can't get in. I mean, like, it's just packed all the way around there. I thought, I'll go to Love's, they got that Godfather's Pizza over there, I'll go over and check that out. I get over to the Love's, and I'm like, ooh, there's trucks everywhere parked in the middle of the lot. It's a mess. I'm thinking, what in the world? Never seen it like this. I get out on 40, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna ride down to the next town here. They got a Waffle House there on kind of a little vacant street that you can park on. So I run over there, and I thought, I'm just gonna park there, get Waffle House, and I'm gonna haul ass. So I get to the next exit, and as I'm going to the next exit, I see there's trucks everywhere. It's like 2 lanes of trucks all the way going west. I'm like, wow. I pull into the next exit, go to the Waffle House, and I'm like, dang, there's trucks everywhere here. So I throw my flashers on, go to McDonald's. McDonald's is closed. There's like 10 people in line at the drive-thru. I thought, I ain't walking around through this. So I go over to the little fuel stop there, and I thought, I'll just get me a pack of crackers, Dr. Pepper, and we're gonna ride. And I go in there, it's even worse in there. Like, this is a fuel stop that you can hold about 15 trucks. And there's probably, I don't know, 25 trucks there, a field behind it, and guys are hopping the curb, backing up over this curb and going to this field. I thought, God, this is a freaking wreck. What is going on? So get out on the road, trucking, and I truck all the way over to Brinkley, and I'm just meeting truck after truck after truck, and it's just wow, and I've never seen it like that. I mean, I've seen it busy plenty of times, but you know, we're working on 11 o'clock at night, man, and it's just trucks everywhere. You know, there's a lot of nights it's like that going across I-40 between Memphis and Little Rock, but like I said, it's just like 2 lanes all the way through. I stop at Brinkley, I go over, and like there's a few little fuel stops, old truck stops, then there's a new like roadies over there, and there are trucks just parked in every crook and cranny in there, and all the way on the on ramp, off ramp, in between the on and off ramp on the interstate, trucks are parked. I'm like, something going on. So anyway, I pull through there. I can't even get to the fuel line. I'm just gonna whoop up, pull through the fuel line, run in, give me something to eat real quick. I know that's not status quo for some of you guys, but I know there's a YouTube channel dedicated to guys that do that. You know, but look, I'm not parking. There wasn't no place to park anyway, so I had 8, 10, 11 hours. I didn't care. I mean, whatever. I mean, that's not status quo, but if I pull through the fuel aisle and run in and give me something to eat real quick, if that hinders somebody for 30 seconds, I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do it. I know that's not a popular opinion or a popular action, but that's how I'm going to do it. That's how I roll. But maybe I won't have some guy posting me on YouTube about dang the mess. All right, back to the story. Anyway, I get on the CB and I ask, like, what is going on here? And I said, I've never seen so much stupidity in such a short amount of time in 20-some years of driving. And the guy tells me, he's like, man, that bus crash there was a bus crash over there, and I can't find any information on it, by the way. Yeah, I don't know if like that guy said, if a bunch of kids died in it or what. I don't know. Prayers to those people for sure. But the guy told me the interstate was shut down for 8 hours, and it just goes to show you, like, how bad E-Law, man, when you get in a situation like that, all these E-Law guys talk about, oh, well, if you can't plan your trips no better than that, you're not a truck driver, blah, 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 blah. You know, you can't plan for things like that, and it's just a mess. An absolute mess when things happen right there and you have no way to, I mean, you're stuck. I mean, when it happens like that, I mean, there's a bunch of guys stuck in a short space that are going to have to park at the same time. It's just a mess. But man, I'm telling you, these guys last night were, I mean, they were just everywhere trying to park, just didn't know what to do. You know, I mean, it's sad that, number one, our industry has come to that way. It's not, I mean, look, it don't take a lot of sense to drive a truck, but not just anybody can be a truck driver. I mean, let's face it, I mean, some people are not cut out to do this, even though they have a license to do it. And throw on the ELD thing, and I know a lot of guys are cool with it, and I'm not. I think it's bull. You know, me being a one truck owner-operator, I don't think it's fair that I have to, or I don't have to, of course I'm exempt, but I don't think it's fair to make one guy change his whole operation just because these big carriers say they need an ELD to level the playing field. Well, when it comes to leveling the playing field with big carriers, okay, do I get a awesome fuel discount like a big carrier? No. Do I get tire discounts? No. When I go to Freightliner or Volvo and I buy a truck, Peterbilt, whatever, I'm just using them as an example because that's what they normally buy. Do I get a discount because I buy 200 trucks a year? No, I do not get a discount. So these big corporations that have these trucking companies that talk about leveling a playing field, it's really just, honestly, it's just a charade. It's just an excuse to justify trying to impose ELD, and they did it. They did it. They successfully did it. I don't know how long it'll be before guys like me have to run ELD. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do then. I just know that I feel like it's a infringement on my rights. I just, as a business owner, I mean, who are you to tell me what I can do with my business? I'm not saying that getting out and running illegal, and I'm not, look, I'm not trying to justify that, even though in situations like last night, man, there's no reason why guys should have to park on the side of the freaking interstate. Every exit, guys will park it's just a safety issue to me. That, and I get it. Hey, I'm cool with it. I mean, if you love ELD, love it. But man, when you have circumstances that are out of your control, there ought to be something that you can do to get to safety. And like when trucks back up like that, they're probably on I-40. They're probably not a truck stop anywhere within 100 miles of Memphis or Little Rock that you could get into. I just think it's ridiculous, and I know I'm on a soapbox, and I should be more worried about questions guys ask me, but man, I just wanted to put that out there because it was just a mess. And still, like I said, I still hadn't found out. I mean, I looked all over the internet, all over. I've even got a I-40 between Memphis and Little Rock page that I follow on Facebook, and they still didn't have a lot of. I mean, they were blaming it on trucks, of course, everybody on there. So anyway, we're riding on through the great state of Alabama, I-22 here, going into Birmingham, and we're going to head down to Georgia to get these coils off. So, into my soapbox. That's right, guys. B-model made. Look, 110 pounds of boost going up this hill, boys. Check that out. 110 pounds, boys. Look at that. Tearing this boy up over here. Get out of here with your brake miner, boy. Leave that up. Crack that window a little bit. Look at this moron. This is about the third time this dude's passed me in about 10 miles. Gets 20 feet in front of me, pulls right over in front of me. Probably got the IQ of Einstein, but can't drive a car up and down the road with common sense. Anyway, climbing that hill, tearing them trucks up at 110 pounds boost. I want everybody to see that 110 pounds boost. So here I am, night number 2 of parking wars is what I'm going to call it. Lord have mercy. Man, I stopped over here at Shorter, Alabama. I hadn't stopped at this exit probably 15, 16, 17, 18 years. I don't know. I used to stop in here a pretty good bit when I'd haul lumber out of South Georgia and South Alabama. Used to pull in here, and I forget what they had in here. It was something quick and simple or something. I can't remember, but I used to pull in there and get something to eat. Nonetheless, I pull in there tonight, and there's a Love's over there now. The Love's looks like it's pretty new. But man, I ain't gonna say I've never seen so much glob of trucks in one place, because I seen that last night. But man, what a mess. I don't know. This is not something I do, is go down through here, so not really sure, kind of out of my element. I don't run this way anymore, and had I known that this place is going to be like this, I would have stopped long before I got here, and took a shower and ate. But the rest of the trip, a couple hours down to where I'm going, not really, pretty primitive as far as stopping and showering and getting something to sit down and eat or whatever. So I went ahead and stopped here. I just thought it'd be a good place. I stopped it's about 5:15, and it was massive chaos everywhere. I tried the Petro, tried the Love's, and I was like, you know what, I really want to take a shower and get something to eat. So I ended up parking on the ramp over here and walked back to the Petro. So guys, if you're looking at coming to Shorter, Alabama, and planning that for your stop for the evening, you might want to make sure you get there before 5 o'clock, because honestly, I mean, this is one of the few places I've been. Usually the places that fill up at 5 o'clock, I know where they are, and I'm not stopping there at 7 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and dang sure not stopping at 7 o'clock at night. So anyway, like I said, I'm out of my element. Don't come down this way anymore. So I'm fixing to ride, finish the rest of this trip. We got to get unloaded first thing in the morning. We are leaving down there, and we're bouncing back to Tuscaloosa, because I'm not hauling some cheap freaking lumber. I got a Tarp for no freaking $2 a mile or whatever. Some of that stuff, I seen a load on there. It was 400 and something miles. It was paying $735. I'm like, nope. So anyway, say no to cheap freight. That's where I need to be, right there. I need a reefer with lights all over it, and I can go back to reefering, because that's what I really want to do. It just don't work out well with home life, family life, and just don't work out. So that's why I do what I do now, so I can be at home more with my family. Rather be pulling a reefer. But anyway, enough about that. Let's roll on. Just getting over here, across the line over here in Georgia, and lay down for a bit and unload this junk in the morning. See you guys then.
need one of those buttons from Office Depot. If every place was as good as this place, like, you wouldn't have no problems. I mean, the guy woke me up 7 o'clock this morning, knocking on my door. Hey, pull over here and I'll get you unloaded. And he said, let me get your paperwork and I'll check it in. I'll come help you roll your tarps up. He come help me roll my tarps up, and hey, he told me, he's like, man, I need this coil right here. So, hey, I tried to get to that coil as quick as I could, and man, he boom, 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 and put my stuff up, man. This is, 2 tarps, I don't know how many chains, 6, 8 chains, whatever I had on it, however many straps I had on it, but I mean, that guy had me unloaded, and I didn't even have all my stuff put up yet. So, great place to be. And anyway, that's going to conclude another episode of The Dirty Trucker. We're about to head to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I know that sounds like a long deadhead from South Georgia, but I'm not tarping $2 lumber. I'm just sorry, I'm not. And don't seem to be anything else out of here worth a crap. So I'm going to go to Tuscaloosa, load, and go home for the same kind of money I would if I left here and did it. So stay tuned. I am fixed to catch up on some logbooks and paperwork, and send this invoice in for this load, and we're headed to Tuscaloosa, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Comments, suggestions, whatever. Leave me a comment, man. Thanks. Y'all have a good day.